Hello everybody, you are welcome once again to this video. In this video I'm going to be showing us how to construct a square that is equal in area to a given parallelogram. So in this question that we have here, the question says construct a square equal in area to a parallelogram of length 80 mm with 40 mm and included angle of 60 degrees. So the first thing we are going to be doing is to construct the parallelogram. So when we get the parallelogram, we are going to be using that to construct, we are going to be drawing a square on the parallelogram which is going to be equal in area to the given or constructed parallelogram. So I'm going to do this quickly now. I've done that in my previous video. You can also take a look at it from the playlist of Early On Educational Consult, but let me just quickly construct that here. So if we take a point on this line, any point of choice, I call this A. So we are told that the length of the parallelogram is 80 mm. So I'm going to be measuring 80 mm. So place this way, 80 mm, which is 8 centimeters. So let's call this point here B. So on this point, I'm going to be constructing angle 60 degree because we are told that the included angle is 60 degree. So I will quickly do that now. Talking about angles, construction of angles, you can also see that on my playlist Early On Educational Consult. I've done construction of various angles, so you can take a look at that as well. So to get angle 60, so we draw this semicircle using point A as the center, then the same compass length placed at this point. Okay, then we strike an arc which cut this. So from this point now, I'm going to be drawing a line across this point. Okay, that will give us angle 60 degree. So this is my angle 60 degree. So the next thing I will do now is that we are told that the width of the parallelogram is 40. So I will measure 40 now. Measure 40. So this is 40. Okay, 40. I'll place here, strike an arc to cut this. Okay, place at B as well, strike an arc, open arc like this. Okay, so the next thing, take this length. Don't forget, for parallelogram, parallel side, the two parallel sides are equal, so the length here must be equal to this length that we're going to be having at this point now. So we draw this. So if I call this point now, this is my A, B. If I call this point C, I call this point D. So I can join this to this, then this way. Okay, so this is my parallelogram, okay, constructed now. So the next thing now is for us to draw our square. We are going to be drawing the square now, which is going to be equal in area to this parallelogram that has been constructed. Okay, so the next thing we are going to be doing now is that from this point here, this point, I'm going to be writing a perpendicular on this point. So it's more or less like saying I'm constructing angle 90 degree on this point. Okay, so I don't want my semicircle to be inside this diagram, inside the construction, so I can just project that outside like this. So this way, so I'll make use of this place, the 2 points there. Yeah, extend my compass to any convenient length. Okay, it's more or less like you are constructing angle 90-degree at this point. So we have this. So take note of this point of intersection. So we are going to draw a straight line from this point of intersection to this point here, B. Okay, so we have this like this with a thin line. Okay, so we have this. So we take note of this point where this perpendicular line cuts the parallelogram, or call the line CD. So we can call this point here, let's call this point here our E. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to extend line AB, okay, which is already extended when I was starting. So AB is extended. So next thing I'm going to do, I will take radius BE this way. Radius BE, I'm going to be drawing an arc to touch line AB extension. Okay, line AB extension. So you can see where it touches line AB extension. So let's call that F. So we'll call that our point F. So the next thing we're going to be doing now, I'm going to bisect line AF in order for us to get the midpoint, which I will use to draw a semicircle. So this is what I'm going to be doing now. Place at point F. I want to bisect line AF. Okay, so bisection of line, this I will do that. So just extend a little that way. So strike and arc this way, strike and arc both up and down. I hope you can see that. Then place same compass length on A, strike and arc. You can see where it intersects that arc. You see where this is intersecting this arc. So I'm going to be drawing a straight line. Okay, a straight line this way, which is cutting this line AF. So we can call that the midpoint. So let's just use letter O for that. Let's use letter O for that. Okay, now before I continue, let me highlight my parallelogram. Okay, so since that is one of the major thing we are constructing, so the parallelogram. So let me highlight the parallelogram. So this side, this, okay, then we join CD or DC like this. So this is our parallelogram now. So I continue with the square I want to draw, which is going to be having equal area with this parallelogram. So we have gotten the center, this center O. Hope you remember we get this center O. Okay, we bisected line AF to get O. So I'll place at point O now, then to A. This way, I'm going to be drawing a semicircle that will go this way. So if O is actually the center, it's going to be touching this point F like that. Okay, so I'm going to have this. So I will take note of where this my perpendicular line touches the semicircle I drew. So at this point now, let's call this point G. This point G, which is one of the side of the square. So if BG is one of the side of the square, so I can just come here, take BG, this BG now, this BG as one of the side of the square. And don't forget the features of a square, all sides must be equal. So I will use this side. Characteristics of a square, all sides must be equal. So I take this point here, then I place at G now, place at G, strike an arc this way, then place at this point as well, strike an arc. Okay, so we take note of this point here. So I can call this part H now. Then then this point here as my as my I. So the next thing I will do now, just have to take out this, draw this. Okay, draw this. This. Okay, then out this. Okay, so with this now we've been able to draw a square that is having equal area to the parallelogram. This is the procedure how to go about that. So you may be told to take the measurement of the square. What is the length of side of the square? So if we take it this way now, this is 5, 1, 2, that is 52, and all sides are equal. This side also must be 52. So if you look at it, that is 52. Okay, so it means that square equals to 52 mm side. So I hope this is clear. Thank you very much for staying tuned. Please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscription button. Promise to bring you more solutions to technical drawing problems. Thank you very much for staying tuned. God bless you.